Hey man, check this out. Check this article out. Men overrun Grace Hopper woman in tech conference by registering as non-binary. Wow, 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 wow. And that's what it's come to. Pretty much, the working man is becoming obsolete. He is becoming obsolete. He is becoming obsolete, and he has to compete with many things. He has to compete with women. He has to compete with the alphabet community. He has to compete with robots because things now are becoming automated. That means machines and AI technology is taking over. So what does that mean? It's called deindustrialization in the manufacturing sector. So now the working man is becoming obsolete, and this is a reflection of that. And the Lord, He told you that this was going to happen, pursuing to Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. I have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man, briefly paraphrasing, and this is what you're seeing, because now it's gotten to the point where men are not identifying as men. They're identifying as non-binary to compete with women just so they can get a damn job. Just so they can get a job. Right? And this is bad. It just shows you that Babylon is falling, and it's a poor reflection on the morals of the people and how the economy is also garbage. It's bad, right? Majority of people out here are struggling to find work, and yet alone, if you find a job, it's hard to keep it because you have to compete with so many things, man. Things I just mentioned. So, yeah, this is where we're at. But hey, the Lord told you this. Right? Praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. And also double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Now, let me get a precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. And it says here, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh Shemel hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Yeah, it is a new thing. It's fairly new. Because guess what? If you were to go back 20 years ago, you wouldn't have seen things like this. You wouldn't see articles like this. Men overrun Grace Hopper woman in tech conference by registering as non-binary. You wouldn't see that 20 years ago. Come on, man. So this is a new thing. And this is prophecy. This is prophecy. So you women, you're going to be over men. You have the upper hand, and this shows that. That's why men can't identify as men to get work. So you're pretty much in power. Shows you that. Now, are you women happy? No, you're not. You're not happy about this. Because a lot of you women, you're complaining about this. But you have to remember, how did this prophecy play out? Obviously, it came to pass, but how did the prophecy play out? It played out by you people voting for this through your wickedness, your vain lust and your wickedness, man. You voted for this, and now you're paying for it. Now you're paying for it. A lot of you women, you voted for this shit. You voted for this whole alphabet agenda. You voted to go to work and to be over men, and now you're paying for it. Now you're paying for it. A lot of you women, you own homes and houses, and you're miserable, man. A lot of you women took out loans to buy your homes, and now you're miserable. You don't like getting up to go to work every day, paying for that, refinancing your house, paying your mortgage. You don't like doing that, but you voted for that. You voted for this shit. You should have just kept it simple. Make your man work and you stay at home. Let him do everything. If all you women stayed home and were just housewives, you stayed under a man, you wouldn't have this shit, and the economy wouldn't be so bad. But you know what? This was set up by the elites because they wanted to put you women to work. You know why? So they can tax your ass, so they can make money off of you. Because you know why? You outnumber men. So now you know what? Let's make money off of these women, man. Let's pimp these women because that's what they are, pimps, pimping your ass. A lot of you women, you're being pimped by a man and you don't even know it. And that pimp are these international banking families, starting with the heads of their household, which are the men, like the Rothschilds, pimps, big pimping, man. But yeah, you voted for this. Keep that in mind. You voted for this, and now you're paying for it. Now you're paying for it. So let's read a little bit of the article. When you create a stupid system, don't be surprised when people exploit it. Beautiful. And that's what these men were doing. They're exploiting us by coming under the guise of being non-binary. And guess what? A lot of you jakes, man, that get shot down by the cops, you get frisked, you get held up by the police because you're wicked. Okay, because you're wicked. You know where I see this going? I see a lot of these police officers, especially Edomite ones, that shoot you cops down, and then you jakes, you try and say, oh, you know what? I want to charge them for a hate crime. I want to press charges. You know what these cops can do to get out of that? They're just going to identify as trans black. Oh, you can't charge me with a hate crime. I'm not racist. You know why? Because I'm trans black. How can I be racist? See, this is where we're at. Anything goes. And this reminds me of a video that I did back earlier this year. I believe it was in January. I made a video called "Where Do We Draw the Line?" Going into how these trans females can now go outside and expose their breasts and be topless and not get charged. But if you real females, and I got to be careful on how I say that, you females, you biological females, if you were to go outside and walk around topless, you would get charged. You would get charged, right? So now you have a problem. Now you women, you're becoming obsolete too. This affects you. Now who's going to fix this? Who's going to fix this? Esau ain't going to fix this. Your daddy, the so-called white man, he ain't going to fix this. He ain't going to fix this. You know who's going to fix this? The Big Daddy. Big Daddy. Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. Big Daddy. He's going to fix it. The biggest daddy. He's going to fix it. And he's going to destroy this place. He's going to destroy this place. Because it's gotten too far, man. People are just exploiting it. And that's exactly what happened over the weekend when a conference for women in tech was swamped by men who registered under the guise of non-binary. The Grace Hopper Celebration is an annual conference and career fair designed to bring the research and career interests of women in computing to the forefront. But this year, droves of men descended on the Orlando event with resumes in hand, and some reportedly even cut lines and shoved women out of the way to submit those resumes to potential employers. Yeah, because they can't get a job. And that's even prophesied that would happen. Let's go into Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 4. It says here, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low." Wow, and the sound of the grinding is low. Hard to find a job, and if you do have a job, it's hard to keep it. A lot of people out here, they're just selling shit out of their car. Uh-oh. Someone's sending me something. Salakia. Yeah, but yeah, that's how it is, man. The grinding is low. Let me just pause this. Yeah, so where was I? The grinding is low. Yeah, because you can't get a job, especially you men. And so because you can't get a job. And a lot of you men, you have to compete with these women and all these different things. But yeah, you have a lot of people out here. They're partaking in a gig economy. A lot of people are just selling shit out of their cars, running around doing Uber, doing skip the dishes, which you can't. You can't live off of that. Okay, all right, man. Jesus, send the message, man. So yeah, you can't even do anything like that. It's crazy. Selling shit out of their car. Now I kind of got to wrap up. I got to go now. So let me get something real quick here. Let's get Jeremiah chapter 13. 13 and 23, it says, "Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil." Yeah, and you can't change who you are. You can't change who you are, but in this day and age, you can. This day you can. This day you can change who you are, but you can't change your nationality. You can't change your identity, and you definitely can't change the power that you serve. And that starts with you Israelites. You can't change who you are. And the more things change, the more things stay the same, man. I'm going to just leave it at that. The more things change, the more things stay the same. You know, your politicians, they tell you, like Obama, "Oh, I'm here to bring change," but things are the same. And pretty much they're worse. They're worse. You know, you identifying as a female when you're a biological male, what is that going to do for you? What the hell is that going to do for you? Come on, man. But yeah, the main point is you can't change. Now it says, "Or the leopard is spot." That's right, a leopard is a leopard. A leopard is not a lion. The reason why it's a leopard is because of the spots that it has and its characteristics and how it moves and how it growls and how it climbs trees. A leopard is a very unique animal, and we're all different. So you can't change who you are. You can't. It doesn't make sense, especially you Israelites. Especially you Israelites. Because it's about the spirit. And you do have a spirit out here. You have the spirit of a man. And you can't change that spirit. You can change your body, you can change your voice, but you can't change the spirit of a man. Okay, you can't. You can't. It's impossible. All right, so let's move on. I got to wrap this up. So let's get Jeremiah 2 and 11. Quick video. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 11. "Hath a nation changed their powers, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit." That's right. So, you know, these other nations, they don't change their powers. You know, they stick to worshiping their gods. And this is a god. This is coming under the guise of a god. You know what that god is? Baphomet. Oh, I had it pulled up. Yeah, I can't remember where it is. But yeah, that's Baphomet. You see, changing your so-called sex, that goes back to Baphomet. A lot of people who are involved in the non-binary, the whole trans thing, that's really coming under the spirit and power of the spiritual demon Satan. It's Baphomet. So these elites, they're pushing that out there, which shows you they haven't changed their God, because now they're putting it out in the open. They want you people to partake in that. And this also shows that you Israelites, you can't change your power. Doesn't matter if you leave the Lord. The Lord's always going to be with you. You know how you know that? Because you're under the curses. And those curses are set up for you to be punished and for you to turn back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And the only ones that are going to turn back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai out of the nation of Israel are the elect, the 1/3. So you can't change your power. You can't leave Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You can't. You can't. And also you can't convert to being an Israelite. You're either born an Israelite, and really, if you're born an Israelite, it means you're spiritually an Israelite as well, because it's of the Spirit. Pursuing to Romans, the 8th chapter. The 8th chapter and the 15th verse on down. So, now let me get this. Deuteronomy 22, verse 5. I'll close up with this. "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Salakia." Yeah, so you can't cross-dress. You can't be a cross-dresser. That also means you can't go into the whole trans thing. I hope I don't get flagged for this. But yeah, and this also can go into you changing your sex. So anyways, I hope this was edifying. Until next time, I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.